Presence of American police officials here.
ITN headquarters, the early evening news with Nicholas Owen.
Hello. The trail of violence and shame left by England soccer fans in Holland continues. Another 400 were arrested today, this time in Rotterdam, hours before England's vital World Cup game there. Those arrested are being kept penned in a military compound. Here, 100 England supporters arrested during last night's violent rampage in Amsterdam have just got back to Luton Airport. Fighting broke out between them and 40 Dutch policemen during the journey. 100 more are due back soon.
It was far from quiet in Rotterdam city centre this afternoon. Police snatch squads were carefully sorting out the troublemakers and taking them unceremoniously out of circulation. But the numbers of arrests was growing by the minute. More than 400 are now in a military camp waiting to be either deported or charged. The police presence was overpowering. The English pub was not the most welcoming hostelry in town. Overnight, the scenes in Amsterdam were a sickening echo of what's happened in countless European cities. Bar fights spilled out onto the streets. Several police were hurt as they rounded up almost 200 people. Their policy of detaining as many as possible, an effective way of stemming the trouble. It was never on the scale of Sweden last year, but it could hardly have come at a worse time for the English football authorities.
It's dispiriting. We hope that the measures which the police took were preventative, that there weren't necessarily nearly 200 people breaking the law, but at the moment one can't be sure of that.
This afternoon the team were trying to relax before the biggest game most of them have ever experienced. Tonight they play for their World Cup place and their manager's future.
I never forecast a football result, but what I am saying, we'll be looking at, going out, looking to win.
The Dutch police too are looking for a result. 700 of them will attempt to keep the peace tonight, but the opposition so far has proved to be quite a handful. Peter Staunton, ITN, Rotterdam.
Peter, what's the latest word on troublemaking?
Well, it's pretty quiet here in the stadium, Nick, as the first of England's 5,000 supporters arrive. They're the ones with the tickets, of course. Down in town, it's a different story. It's still very tense there. The police are still trying to restore order, but their policy of taking out just about everyone in sight of any sort of trouble appears to be paying off. There's a new plan as well going into action now. They're going to offer free bus rides to everyone, all the English fans. The ones with tickets are bussed out here to the stadium. The ones without tickets are bussed straight to the ferry ports.
Now, back to the football itself. Peter, how important is tonight's game for England?
It can hardly be more important. England win and they go to the World Cup finals next year in America. If they lose, they stay and watch it at home. The draw is a good thing for England. The draw means that we will have to score a lot of goals next month against San Marino, and we could still get there.
Peter, thank you. All the home countries are playing World Cup games today. Wales